And another big question tonight, will vaccine passports become the new reality across the U.S.? And if so, how? There are some companies that have found ways to make your vaccine card accessible on your iPhone, but how do you know that your information is safe? Mohammed Gaber is the president and CEO of GoGetDoc and runs VaxYes. He joins us now. Welcome. And first of all, how does this work? And do you think it's going to be here to stay indefinitely?
Absolutely. Rudabe, thank you so much for having me. Vaccine passports, one of the interesting things is we've been carrying vaccines cards for forever. Those of us who have traveled anywhere international remember carrying those yellow cards to prove vaccinations for a whole variety of different ailments and illnesses. So these are not anything new. What's honestly ridiculous and why we decided to build VaxYes is that, in 2021, consumers shouldn't have to carry a card on paper to prove their vaccination. And certainly, as your piece just mentioned, employees of various establishments shouldn't be in the business of validating identity and the accuracy of vaccination information. And that's why we built VaxYes.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it. The UK, the EU, France, Israel, China, Australia, they all have a form of vaccine passports right now. Here in the U.S., children need to be vaccinated in order to go to public school. But, Americans do have big privacy concerns. They're also repelled by the government telling them what to do. Do you think Americans will be required to have vaccine passports? And are you concerned about possible reaction the way we've seen in France, where it's been getting violent?
Yeah, and I have my own personal opinions on whether or not the government should be in the business of mandating somebody having a vaccine passport. But the reality is, and we've certainly seen states that have different rules. The state of Florida versus the state of California or the state of New York, they all have different rules. And unfortunately, this falls on to private enterprise and us as consumers to be able to figure out where is it required and where is it not required. We believe that we believe in a system of companies like us with a healthcare background and a technology background and a security background should be creating easy solutions for consumers to digitize and be able to validate and verify all of their vaccine information should the need arise for them to show it. And some people will argue that you shouldn't be asked for a vaccine passport. And some people will say you must show a vaccine passport. We want to make sure that if you do, you have a kind of a more modern 2021 version of the card rather than a crumbling piece of paper.
And quickly, before I let you go, how do you make sure that you're protecting people's health information, their privacy, and also protect against possible security breaches?
Yeah, this is a really important question and something that we spend a lot of time on. Our company at its core is a healthcare technology company. And so we spend a lot of time, and we also work with banks and other institutions. So we spend a lot of time making sure that consumers, when they upload their information, it is secure and it's secured in a secured military grade kind of encryption vault. But also, in case somebody wants to grab that information, we put a lot of controls in place before that information is made available. So this is something that we spend a lot of time on, and we certainly want to work with state governments and other national organizations to make sure that you get the convenience and the security. It's not an either or, and that's certainly something we want to deliver.
Mohammed Gaber, thank you for joining us. Nice shirt, by the way. We appreciate your time tonight on Prime.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.